it was fiercer on the pitch then, but perhaps now it's become silly off the pitch. You know, you had 2 spells at City and the rivalry was always there.
Yes.
But you can see a different intensity now, can't you?
In what way?
In that the supporters don't seem to always be able to appreciate a fair game. It seems to be win at all costs today.
Yes, well, you know yourself that things change as time goes on and there's different things. The beauty about our when we played, there was big rivalry between City and United, and I always hoped the game would be a draw because everybody would be happy then. You know, the fans would be happy and nobody would beat. So I always hoped it would be, you know, 1-1 or 2-2 or whatever. But after the game was finished, you were pals. I mean, I knew a lot of when I was at United, I knew the City guys, and of course when I was at City, I knew United. And we'd all have a beer after the game. There was no rivalry on the pitch. We'd fight to the death. But once the game had finished, then that was it. We were all pals again. So maybe it's changed a wee bit as the modern game goes on.
In the modern game, can you see any striker at either of those 2 clubs or any forward at either of those 2 clubs who reminds you a wee bit of yourself?
Oh, well, it's not for me to say that. But I did say a few years ago that when Rooney came to United that if he stays clear of injuries, which is always difficult for a striker because you've got to be in areas where it's particularly, well, it's a bit tough and hard. And I think, you know, when you look back in the old days, there was a few tough guys in there, Chopper Harris and Tommy Smith. So Rooney, and he's had a tremendous start to the season, could, and I said a few years ago, he could turn out to be the highest goal scorer that United have ever seen if he stays away from injury. He's a terrific player. He gets in areas where few dare to go, and you've got to do that if you're going to get goals. So, yes, the new player, Aguero, at City, seems to be, I don't see a great deal of him, but they've got a nice player in Silva as well. So I think for the first time for many years, I would say that City are on the brink of challenging United for the title. Now, they won the FA Cup last year, which was very nice, and I think that gives them a great deal of confidence. So I think for the first time for many, many years, it's got to be a rivalry. Now, there's a derby coming up probably next month, if I know, and really, no matter who, if somebody wins the game, it doesn't really make a difference to the people who will beat because it's all got to be a long season, and I think the 2 of them will be there. So even if they go beat then, it's not the end of the world. They will be. I think there'll be a battle then right to the end of the season. Liverpool could possibly come into that area. I don't know about Chelsea. There's 4 or 5 teams in there, but I would, at the present time, I would certainly think that United and City are going to be there battling it out for the title.